Hi, this is John Callahan. In this video, I'm going to take you through the 5 steps for growing your business through innovation. Now, you might be thinking, why do I have to innovate? I've been doing this the exact same way for the last 20, 30, 40, 50 years. Why do I have to innovate? Well, if you've been watching my videos for any length of time, you know that you've heard me say this one phrase over and over again. When all things are equal, the deciding criteria is always price. It's human nature. If you have the choice of buying the exact same product from 2 different places, your only decision criteria is price. So if you're sitting there being put down over and over again by price shoppers in your area and you're feeling a lot of price pressure these days, the whole issue is that you've allowed everything to be equal. When all things are equal, the deciding criteria is price. So you've got no choice. You have got to innovate your business. Now, the good news is that you really don't need to change everything. There's a book that I'd recommend any business owner to buy and read and study it. It's called Ready, Fire, Aim. It's by a gentleman by the name of Michael Masterson. In it, he has a wonderful quote that I'm going to put on the screen here. It says, "Consumers looking for brand new products. They're looking for clever new adaptations of products they already know and love. When it comes to new, the human brain can only take a little bit of it at a time. 80% of the old and 20% of the new is a good ratio. So you really don't need to change your business 100%. You really only need to change it about 20% or so to innovate your business and make it appeal to a whole new type of family and really make it stand out in your local market. There's 5 steps that you need to go through in order to do this. Step number 1, you need to pick your focus area for innovation. Now, there's a number of different options here. You can innovate your business around price. At that point, well, you could have a strategy that says we're the most expensive people in town, but I've rarely seen that one work well. You could have a strategy that says we're the discount service provider, and yes, that is an option, but frankly, I don't think that's the person who's watching this website. You could have an option to innovate in the area of service or your products. That, I believe, is by far the best option available for funeral home owners. Innovate your service and innovate the products that you offer. Now, you could have something unique and innovative about how you deliver funeral services. That's very possible. For example, I know of a funeral home owner who doesn't really have a physical building anymore. He sold it off, and he operates totally in a virtual world where everything is subcontracted out, and he runs his complete funeral services from churches and VFW halls and doesn't own a physical facility anymore. He has innovated the delivery side of his business. It's still the same traditional funeral. He just innovated how he delivers it. Or you could innovate on the guarantee side. That's a little bit tougher to do because in this kind of a business, you have to guarantee your work. I think the best opportunity for most funeral home owners is to innovate the service or product that you are offering. Step number 2 then is pick your innovation. Specifically, within the area of service or products, what are you going to innovate? What are you going to add to your business that's going to make you stand out a little bit in the market? Well, here's a few examples. Video tributes. That's by no means a cutting-edge innovation now. A lot of companies have been doing it for well over 10 years. Technology has been around for a long time. It's very easy to do now, and if you're not doing it, you really kind of missed the whole curve on that one. Webcasting of a funeral service is still fairly innovative. I believe a star class is a wonderful thing that every funeral home owner should offer, and it's aimed at the children. TheStarClass.com is the website for that. A lot of funeral home owners are offering butterfly or dove releases now. There's an article on the site here this month about silk urns. I think that's a tremendous innovation. Unique scattering is another good example. I have one client now who is offering a complete veterans funeral service on the deck of a ship. Tremendous option for families. So you've got to pick your innovations. Come up with your ideas, brainstorm them, and come up with some unique things that you're going to offer. Multiple things. It can't be just one. I think you really need to pick up, at least 3 or 4 innovations. Now, these are not hard to put in. It's fairly simple stuff really to add into your business. But I think you really need to pick 3 or 4 of them. You'll see why in a minute here. Because the next step, step 3, is you've got to combine your innovations into 3 different unique service packages. Now, each package is going to have a different name, different innovations included in it, and a different price point. You might have an entry-level package that has a name that implies that it's the entry level. It could be use the term basic in it, or even discount is okay. Use a very basic sounding name as your entry level package, and maybe it only gets one of your innovations. Then you have another package in the middle, and that gets maybe 2 or 3 of the innovations. And another package on the higher end, maybe with a name like Deluxe or Tribute or Celebration of Life or something more grander sounding. And that one has all of your innovations and a larger price tag on it. Now, why do you choose 3 unique service packages? Because it's easy for people to choose between 3 options. If you just present them with a list of all of your new innovations, they won't know what to do with it. The average person's walking into your funeral home feeling very overwhelmed as it is. Make it simple for them. Give them 3 options. Now, what you'll find is the majority of people will choose the middle. The people who were going to go high end will choose the high end anyway. It's not going to hurt them at all. But more of the people who would have chose very little from you will move up to the middle because they really don't want to be perceived as somebody who buys at the bottom of the price list. So it's always in your best interest to put 3 options in front of people. Step number 4. You're going to establish your unique selling proposition by marketing that service package name. So rather than marketing the fact that you now offer video tributes, which it's really simple for the other funeral homes in your area to copy that and say, well, we offer video tributes as well. Package it all together under a service package name that you might even go as far as trademarking that name. And then you use that as part of your marketing strategy. Your unique selling proposition now becomes the fact that you are the only funeral home in the area to offer, let's call it a Missouri Memorial, or the Veteran Salute, or there's any number of names. Just sit around and brainstorm names. Come up with a unique names for your 3 service packages, and then take one of those names, whichever name you think sounds the strongest, and use that as the cornerstone for your unique selling proposition, so that you can become the only funeral home in your area that offers that particular service package. Next, collect testimonials that reference that service package name. So when you get a testimonial from a family, it's not just something generic saying that you are really nice people. It's somebody saying, we had one of your veteran salutes for our dad, and we thought that was really amazing when you did that on the deck of the battleship. See, if you can collect a service package name in a testimonial, it becomes something that you can just use over and over again in your marketing. It's worth its weight in gold. So those 5 steps again: pick your focus area for the innovation. Then pick the specific innovations that you're going to implement. Again, you probably are going to need at least 3 or 4 of them. Then combine those innovations into 3 unique service packages, each with their own name. So you've got to come up with 3 names. Think of it in terms of the old, bronze, silver, gold. I'd stay away from that in this case, but you know what? You've got the, low, the medium, and the high. Establish your unique selling proposition by marketing those service package names, and then collect testimonials that reference the service package's names. If you do these steps, you'll have innovated your business by that 20%. You haven't changed everything. You've really just kind of put some packaging around stuff. You've added a few new innovations into your business, which really weren't that hard to do in the first place. You've packaged things up differently, and you've made yourself stand out in your local market. And when you stand out, you're able to grow. If you don't stand out, the deciding criteria will always be price. More information, you can visit my other website, funeralsuccess.com, or send an email to me at john@funeralsuccess.com.